What's going on, everybody? PJ 437 Motorsports and Outdoors. Welcome back. Today it's going to be the initial time shooting my new FranchI Affinity 3 Waterfowl Elite. I'm just going to run a couple shells through it to make sure it cycles like it's supposed to. And then I'm going to bench rest it, take the choke out, shoot it at the target, see where the point of impact is. Probably like 3 to 5 shots. Then I'll switch out the target, put the choke back in, and make sure that the point of impact is still within this same area, so I know the gun is shooting the same with just barrel and with the choke. That's something that Jimmy Muller of Muller Choke Tubes talked about doing. It won't mess the threads up or nothing, because you know your shot's in the wad. So the wad is gonna come past the threads. It's never gonna have time to expand for any of the pellets or anything to hit. Just shooting some target loads basically for today. Probably gonna use these to do my point of impact test, because I have 10 of them. I only got a couple of these Fiocchis, so those are gonna be my test shoots. I'm just gonna shoot up there into the bank so I don't waste my target. And after I do my point of impact with the barrel and then with the choke tube in, probably run a few of these lead target loads through just to do some more break-in. And then I've got some of my steel shot that I use for goose hunting and duck hunting. It's a little bit higher velocity. I'll probably run a few of those through so that it's ready for opening duck day, when I hopefully can get out. Be like the second day of duck day, but opening weekend. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, and if you would, don't forget to subscribe. Don't cost you a thing but to click a button. There's no price involved in this. And if you don't like what I got going on, unsubscribe. If you like the content, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so there you go. That was the first 5 shots through the gun. It had one little hang up, but I don't know if it was me not releasing the trigger fast enough for it to reset itself. Because I noticed when I was dry firing it, when I first put it together, when I was trying to see how the reset on the trigger was, if you didn't let go of it quick, it would hold up a little bit and hang up. That could be because it's brand new. Of course, we'll see over time. I'll probably do a after season review on it to see if I had any problems with it. I've seen other videos that people don't really have a lot of trouble with them unless they get a little bit of dirt or something in the action, like sand or something, depending on where you're hunting. So hopefully this one does pretty good. Now I'm going to take the choke out, do a point of impact test, and see how that goes. And I'll film that and give you a review on that. We'll be back. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this is 20-ish yards that I'm doing this at. He recommended 15 to 20 to do the point of impact test. All right, fire in the hole. All right, let's walk up and see our results. See if we can tell anything. Looks like it's center to me-ish. A little bit hard to hold still. I wish I had a lead sled, but I don't have one of those, so just that foam rest and me trying to balance myself. I feel like it's pretty evenish. A little bit more maybe up here, but that could be me too. I don't know. It's a good coverage on this part though. I think that's pretty good. See where the wad went through there. All right, I'll switch targets, see if we get the same even spread on this, and with the choke in, see, it should be more concentrated in the area. To me, it looks like it's pretty good. It may be a little, like I say, it could be me not holding still. Could be a little high and left, but I feel good about the pattern on the target itself. So I'm gonna stick a new one over top of this one. I'm gonna put the choke tube back in, which is the mid-range from FranchI, and we'll see if it tightens the pattern up and it's still focused in this area here, so that we at least know when we're aiming, we're good. All right, there we go, fresh target on. Go back, put the choke in, try it again. All right, here we go with the choke in now. See if our point of impact is still close to where it was without it. All right, we'll head back up here, and looks pretty good, pretty tight. And then we'll back up to, I got it marked off for 30 too. That'd be like shooting in your decoys if you were in a field situation for geese or something. Most places, probably where I'll be hunting for ducks, probably anywhere from 30, well actually within 10-15 yards sometimes, out to 40 or 50. So that's why I chose the mid-range choke. But there's the pattern. See a wad hit right there in center, so that's pretty nice. Like I said, it looks patterned more, got more pattern here to the left. I don't know if I'll have to look into it. I don't know if that's a Benelli Franchi thing, or, but I have a feeling it's me, so I wasn't very still. But I mean, that's pretty good. That'll hit a duck or a goose pretty good. Say we'll back up now to put a new target on. I'll back everything up to the 30 yards I got marked off, and we'll see how it hits, how it spreads the pattern from there, so we know where we're at. All right, we're back at the 30-yard mark. Same shells, same choke tube. Three shots once again, just like all the other times. See how it groups. All right, here we go. Ow. I got my hearing protection. That'll wake you up. All right, there we go, last two. All right, it did that. I don't know if it's what it's doing. I just pulled the slide back just a little bit and let it go. I mean, very little, a ½ inch or something, and then it'll go off that time. I don't know. I hope that's just part of the break-in, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Yeah, I got a lot more shooting to do before the break-in period, which what I've been able to figure out and look at with research from some videos is that I don't know if it's necessarily a manufacturer thing, but whoever you contact at the company, I guess you could say, recommends 200-ish of multi-load shells to have a proper break-in. So it's got a lot more to go, so we'll see what happens. But that's what is that, 7.5 shot, which isn't what I'd be shooting for ducks, but it's pretty good coverage, I would think, especially if that was a duck flying in the air. And you got to lead your ducks anyway, so if you're out in front of your duck and it's flying into this many pellets, which isn't the standard that everybody goes by, they use a 30-inch. This is only 18 inches here, so what, 30? Probably outside of the paper. So all this area here is what the duck's going to be flying through when you shoot out with the proper lead. So if you got your lead right, you're guaranteed you're going to hit the duck with this many pellets, I would think. And if you shoot at the duck, obviously you're going to nip its tail and he's going to fly away and you ain't going to get your duck or your goose. All right, so here's a 20-yard point of impact pattern right there. And then this is the difference in between 20 and 30 yards. Like I said, that's with 7.5 lead shot. All right, so that was the factory chokes. So that was the point of impact testing with the factory choke. Seems to be shooting where it needs to. I hope to be getting either a Carlson's or a Moeller choke here within the next month or so. I will probably do a actual pattern with that one, or a point. I know the gun's shooting where I want it to, straight as I can shoot. So we'll see how aftermarket choke does compared to the factory choke that I used. I'll probably get a mid-range choke aftermarket style, and we can see if there's any difference in the, I guess, how well the patterns are as far as shot goes, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If it's informative to you, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Cost you nothing, just clicking a button. Check out some of my other content. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe is all I can say. Wait for the next video. Hopefully I'll be doing some hunting.